Happy Tuesday, guys. So I feel like so much has gone on since the last weekend recap, and honestly it has. So let me just take you guys through the past couple of weeks since my birthday weekend recap and kind of fill y'all in on what has been going on. So where we left off the week after my birthday, which you guys saw in my birthday week recap, that week after, like the first week of me being 18 was a lot more rough than I anticipated. I had some major grief waves and emotional moments. I had stumbled across a video of one of Pop Pop's sermons, and before he got started talking in his sermon, he was talking about me and different things like that.
I was listening to my grandbaby the other day, and she was filling my house with song. And she just sang and she sang, and I was trying to work on the computer, and I had to stop. And I said, is she singing? That's why she's just singing. But what really blessed me was, my wife got up the next morning because my grandbaby spent the night with us, and she said, you had already gone and laid down, and the baby had been put to bed, and a few minutes she got up and said, Grandma, I got to get up and go praise the Lord. I'm thinking to myself, what kind of child is this that got to praise the Lord before she go to bed? Oh, y'all didn't hear that? I asked the Lord, what kind of child is this?
This sermon was way back when I was a little girl, when Pop Pop could still walk, and way before my dad got ordained as senior pastor of our church like he is now. So to hear Pop Pop's voice and to see him his normal self and in his element preaching on a Sunday morning, that definitely just took me through so many emotions. And at the time that this video pulled up in my camera memories, I was literally about to go on air for the morning announcements at school, and we were literally minutes away from the countdown, and I'm just sitting next to my best friend / brother trying to hold it together. So he looks at me and he immediately sees I'm mentally gone. And he was like, are you okay? Do you need someone else to take your place? Are you sure? And as much as I needed a moment, I knew I couldn't because when it comes to me, when I'm a very emotional person in the moment, it sticks with me almost the entire day. So my whole day just turned. So I had to do the show to keep myself distracted. So that was, I think, earlier in the week. As we got closer to the end of the week on Friday, I will say very nicely, because this is for public view, that I had to put out fires, and it was not easy. I had a lot of anxiety, and it was so bad to the point where I was almost hyperventilating. I was deeply frustrated. I was stressed and overstimulated, because when you work with people who are not on the same wavelength as you and who don't get the assignment at hand, it makes things not balanced and off sync. But I am so glad I didn't have to go, the entire weekend feeling that way with that on my mind so heavily, because I was in a wedding that weekend as a bridesmaid for my cousin's wedding. She's been married for 5 years, but has just now had the opportunity to actually have the wedding ceremony of her dreams on the beach. So it was absolutely gorgeous. That was a lot of fun to get to be a part of. I was bridal security throughout the entire morning of the wedding, up until we got to the beach. I was in charge of making sure, that she got to where she needed to go, and just going with her to the various places she needed to in order to have stuff done by the time we walked out there for the ceremony. And so all of that good stuff. As I was getting my makeup done, she went to run errands and stuff like that, just to tie up loose ends. And my mom and I swapped places. So my mom was actually with my cousin for bridal security. But we were literally together with each other the entire day. The bridal squad had it going on, okay? Like, it was so much fun getting ready together. There's nothing like having on those matching robes and listening to R&B, you know, and getting makeup done together. The smell of curling irons and hair getting done, eating snacks, you know, just all the things. Although I do love, you know, PJs and being comfy and chill, I just as equally love to get glam. There's something about that beautification process that is just perfect, you know, to start your day. And that's why I enjoy getting get ready with me and devotion vlogs with you guys every couple of days or weeks, because like something about that morning routine, you know, in the quiet house, you know, doing hair, makeup, it's just my time to get cute, get pretty, and listen to some music. And that's one of my like favorite things to do. Some of the special moments I got to be a part of course, like I said, bridal security, steaming all of the girls' bridesmaids dresses, riding with all of the girls in the Uber to the beach spot where the wedding ceremony was, helping my cousin put on her dress and her veil, the prayer that we did for her before leaving to go downstairs, filming the first look, and all that stuff, so much more. I did do a spam of pictures on my stories on Instagram and Snapchat, and then I posted it on my feed, and I also posted in my YouTube post community section, so you guys have seen everything on every platform. So the weekend after the wedding was Hurricane Helene, just this past weekend actually, and school was out for 2 days, Thursday and Friday, so we had a nice little long weekend. When I say y'all, last week felt like it was 10 days. I mean, time felt like it was going so slow just because we were in the house pretty much the entire time from when Hurricane Helene made landfall to when it passed through. We were in the house the whole time. Game night, movie night, all the things. We had so much fun, and like I said, school was out. And it was so funny because earlier that week I was asking God like for a little weekend reset, and this is like before I knew a whole tropical storm was brewing and speeding up to become a hurricane. And so then school got canceled and I was like, okay. I'm like, I don't want any damage. I just want to chill. I just want to relax. And so the storm turned and it didn't come our direction. Then we started getting some gorgeous fall weather. It feels so good outside. I love going outside in the morning and just sitting outside before school starts, because like the weather in this like season right now, this week, oh my goodness, it's good. So now you guys are all caught up on what has been happening, what has transpired in the past 2 weeks since the last weekend recap. It is October. It is the beginning of the fourth quarter of 2024, which means we are 75% done with this year. Spent some time over this past week pulling out the long sleeves again and different things like that. And I always love October because it's still hot, but of course not too cold. So it's been lovely. Hey guys, happy Thursday. So I wasn't gonna vlog today, but it's been a really good day and I am feeling great. So let's just get ready for the day. Well, first, actually, I am putting in my flexi rods so that way my hair will be out of my face when I take off my makeup, and also it'll be curled. Today was one of those days where I felt like, you know, things just went the way that they were supposed to go. I mean, everything today just came together so well. I went to math class and I actually understood what I was doing, and I felt good about it because math is not my strong suit, as I've told you guys before. But I got my math homework done and out the way for the weekend. Then I went to ITV and did a little work in there for the show because I was an anchor in the show today for morning announcements. And then I spent the rest of the class period curling my little sister's hair for her senior portraits. I had so much fun curling her hair and getting her ready, and she looked so good and so cute. So she got to school and she was like, sis, my hair's messed up and my pin curls are just not it, and I'm not really feeling it, and it just does not look good. And I told her, I said, don't worry about it. I brought my curling iron and I brought all the stuff that I use on my hair, like the hair frizz, you know, stuff and hairspray. And so in that moment, getting to be a big sister and do my best friend's hair was such a fun and special moment that I never ever want to forget. And we've stuck together beside each other through everything. And so little moments like this are like the absolute sweetest to me, and I'm grateful for the memories that we made today as sisters. And there's always something something about doing your sister or your best friend's hair, and the fact that she trusted me to do that for her senior pictures is such an honor, and I'd do it all over again. So I did her hair. Our brother put in her earrings because my sister and I have nails. God bless. So he did that for us. So it was basically a trio effort, to be honest. I was solely focused on making sure that my sister looked the way that she wanted to for her senior pics. She took pictures actually during our TA period, so I got to come with her and watch, which was perfect, and I wouldn't have had it any other way, just to be there every step of the way with her. My brother actually went to lunch and got our food from Chick-fil-A and brought it back to us because I actually had a meeting during lunch and I did not realize that I had scheduled it during lunch, so that was bad scheduling on my part. Whoops. My brother brought lunch back for all of us, and after lunch and pictures and all that fun stuff, I had one more class, which is actually more like a dual enrolled elective. So it was an easy day, and now I'm home and planning on wrapping up some stuff for the week and calling it a day. I have not been the best this week when it comes to going to bed on time. I have been getting roughly 6 to 7 hours of sleep when I need more like 8 or 9, so I'm trying to do better. Once this makeup comes off, I am hopping in the shower, putting on my pajamas, gonna see what's on for Thursday night football, if there's anybody playing tonight, do some homework, go to sleep, because tomorrow we have another big day. What's up, good people? Okay, first of all, I am tired, so if I am repeating myself because I don't know what I'm saying, I am sorry. I know that my hair is just everywhere and I have my shirt around my neck, and yeah, I'm all over the place, but hey, I am here. I am vlogging because I definitely forgot to do that earlier today. I was going to talk to you guys and check in and do all the things, but it was just not happening. I was so busy today. And then I had a meeting after school today on a Friday, which made the day feel even longer. But I will tell you my top favorite moment, and I also have videos and pictures to go with it. My siblings and I went to the fair tonight, and it was so much fun. We went last year together for the first time, and then this year was our second year doing it together as a trio. Oh my goodness, we had the time of our lives. It was so good, so fun. They won prizes. I did not get anything because I already have so much stuff and I'm not very materialistic. Anything that I do have that's very important to me is like from grandparents, my parents, or my siblings, or like extended unbiological family that I love very much. But yeah, I have too much stuff, and I was like, hey, I am not getting another plushie. I already have 2 teddy bears that I sleep with, one from my parents and one from my bestie brother. I'm like, I don't need any more. But they got plushies and different things to take home for them, and that was very fun. And then we won 4 goldfish, but because all 3 of us do not have room in our houses for these fish, we decided to give them away before we left the fair. So we did walk home without the fish. Let's see, what did we do after? We went to eat after. We went to Chili's and just talked and had a good time, laughed, all the things that we do whenever we get together to eat. Like every single trip or like get together that we do has to include food some way, somehow, or like it's just not a get together at all. So yeah, we ate at Chili's to kind of end the night and close everything out for our little hangout. And then we did a little trio Target run and just roamed around Target. And my sister got some stuff for her dog because it is actually her dog's birthday today. So happy birthday to my niece. And then my brother drove me home, and then my brother drove my sister home, well, our sister home, and then he is home now. So we are all back home safely after a very, very long day. So we're all tired. We're all about to crash out. I know I am, because I have another busy day tomorrow. I feel like for us as a trio, we definitely had a great week together and just made a lot of sweet memories that we will never ever forget. And I just love looking back, you know, this past week at my camera roll and like just looking at the little moments that led up to the big ones this week. Like, it's just so special. And to have best friends that treat you like siblings, it's just nothing like it in the world. Just that sibling love, that connection, like everything. The fair is definitely my top favorite moment from today. I am now about to hop in the shower, take this makeup off. Oh, I'm tired. Hey guys, it's been a good day today. It is Saturday. I am tired. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I woke up early this morning after a very late night at the fair yesterday and eating out with my besties slash siblings. Yeah, and then of course I went to bed late, like I just said, and then I woke up early for breakfast with my unbiological aunties and my godmom. So that was very fun. And then after that, we went homecoming dress shopping. I found my parade dress. A couple weeks ago, before my birthday, I found my homecoming dress. So I have 2 dresses down, 2 more to go, halfway done. So I'm very happy and excited about that we got something checked off the list today. Now I just need my 2 long dresses and that will be it for me. But yeah, so today has been a very low-key chill day. I mean, a basic Saturday, kind of cloudy here. It might rain, might not. I mean, hey, this is Florida. But today has been an overall good day. Like I said, just tired and exhausted. Also still kind of hurting from last night and in pain because I'm not exactly where I feel like I should be on this journey of recovery after scoliosis surgery, even though it's been 5 years. And then I'm gonna have a little self-care time and get my hair done because, as y'all see, it's just a mess. I came out the house, just did an updo and curled the back and called it a day and left the house. I literally just woke up and put on my one-piece jumper and then threw my jean jacket on top of it, and it's just a cute combo that I love to put on when I'm rushing in the mornings or rushing for anything, and it's just something cute and cozy and loose fitting. So that's what I'm wearing today. Nothing big, nothing special, just doing out the house things.
What's up, good people? It's Sunday, but of course, not just any Sunday. It is Communion Sunday, or First Sunday at my church. Communion Sunday as a church girl is the way to my heart for sure. I absolutely love everything about First Sundays. It just hits so hard. I mean, if you know, you know. And speaking of church, though, y'all also know I watch House of Hope Atlanta, and they honestly are my second church, to be honest. There's one service in particular that I have to go back to today because the power of God moved heavily during this specific service that I'm about to show you guys. So I cannot begin to tell you how many times I've played this service over and over again just for the worship in like the past 3 years. I mean, worship was so good that Pastor Smith couldn't even preach. This is definitely one of my top favorites when it comes to worship services. I always get chills and emotional watching this all over again. It could be the 100th, 1000th, 1 millionth time, but it feels like the first time every time. And this service is definitely one for the books. And this was when this was back in the pandemic when House of Hope would record their services in the atrium, because of course now they're back with in-person worship. But that pandemic, like, virtual worship hit different, and I just loved how the pureness and genuine desire for God was still deeply present in House of Hope, even though it was without a live audience.
Why would we can praise? Yes, Lord. Come on, in victory. Come on, can we raise it together right here and say, King of glory. Sing, I just wanna be with you. Just wanna be with you. Hallelujah.
Draw me nearer, blessed Lord, to thy precious bleeding side, to thy precious bleeding side. Hey, to thy Lord, drench me in your blood. We wanna be, we gotta be, we need to be right by your side, He has established his name, and he shall reign forever.
forever. The Lord is here. The Lord is here. He has established his place, and he shall reign forever. The Lord is here. The Lord is here. The Lord is here. The Lord is here. He has established his place. He has established his place. And he shall reign forever. And he shall reign forever. The Lord is here. The Lord is here. The Lord is here. The Lord is here. He has established his place. He has established his place. And he shall reign forever. And he shall reign forever. The Lord is here.
I have to say, y'all, this service definitely has some of the best spontaneous worship I have ever seen. And even in the pandemic, there was such a deep connection from like House of Hope Atlanta to us every week with God. And we were just all in a global, worldwide, widespread situation. And I can say that one of the things that was uplifting to me in the pandemic was House of Hope Atlanta every single week. And going back to what I was saying about the purity of worship, many people before the pandemic were doing worship or worship leading or, you know, operating as church musicians for a platform. And the pandemic shifted a lot of people's focus in church when there was no audience or crowd, and it made people realize who they are really doing this for and who they're really serving, or if they're really serving at all, but just rather filling in a spot to fill in a spot. And there's moments where I go back to these worship moments in the pandemic, because pandemic worship just hits so different and it speaks to the heart on such a deep and personal level. So that's a little throwback Sunday for y'all for church day. And next up is pictures from an amazing day after I finished getting ready. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. It's been a rather emotional day. My camera roll memories took me back to a season or a place in life that I hate remembering. It was basically like the beginning of the end for Pop Pop. And 2 years ago today, actually, Pop Pop had a heart attack, and I remember this day so vividly. It's bad. Like, I remember everything with Pop Pop just because I was so involved in this journey with Pop Pop. And it was like a Saturday morning, and life, or just a normal weekend as I had known it, just went completely out of control and turned into a day I didn't even think was possible. So all throughout that weekend, my Pop Pop was feeling sick, but I wasn't really aware that was happening because I was in school and I was just, busy and preparing for the weekend, like football game, it's football season. And so, we had football, church, and all these things going on during the weekend. And so I wasn't really fully aware that he felt sick. Like, I just was not in the know of that particular instance. And he was feeling bad on that Friday, and then Saturday he called my dad, and my dad put the phone on speaker, and Pop Pop, in the worst tone ever, like, he said, I think I want to go to the hospital, and get checked out because I'm not feeling better. And hearing his voice and hearing how he sounded, it scared me because he didn't sound like himself. So I'm rushing to get ready on a Saturday where I was planning to get caught up on homework and sleep in, and it's all quickly altered and ruined by, a family emergency.
And so I'm rushing to get ready. I'm crying my eyes out. I'm trying to find clothes to wear, and I'm just freaking out and just bawling. And we got to the house, and Pop is laying in bed, and I just sit beside him and hold his hand. And because he said that he felt sick, my parents and I, we were wearing masks just because we didn't know like what kind of sickness he was feeling, because this was still like kind of freshly out of COVID, kind of not 2 years out of COVID, or about a couple months. And so I see his eyes roll, and his speech is like very slurred in that moment, and all of his words were running together, and I could not understand what he was trying to tell me. And I'm just crying, like just bawling. And he couldn't see me cry though, because I had on a mask, and I feel like had he seen me cry, like that would have really freaked him out. And so I remember watching the EMS people do whatever they do, and I remember just standing back and watching them roll Pop out the house on the stretcher, and then putting him on the back of the ambulance. And I'm standing there on the porch, and I'm just bawling because like I don't know what's happening. And we followed behind Pop and we went to the ER. I sat in the parking lot because I was just in a daze. Mom and Dad were with Pop in the ER, and they were doing all kind of tests on Pop, and then Mom and I, we found a little break to go eat Chick-fil-A, and then we did some shopping and whatnot, and packed an overnight bag for Dad because Dad stayed with Pop. So this was October 8th or 7th of 2022, and I have a very hardcore photographic memory of everything. We found out Pop had a heart attack. We also found out that he had blood blockage in his brain, 100% on one side and 60 to 70% on the other. And that terrified me because he was 30 to 40% close to being brain dead. So basically this day, this time, this season of everything, October is just that month where that was the beginning of the end. And it's just a reminder to me that, you know, I was slowly losing Pop, and that's why holiday season is hard for me, just because it was the same time where everything was just kind of coming to an end and everything was just about to crash. And in heaven, I have no doubt, like 100%, that he is completely healed from, you know, everything that I just mentioned, and I will see him again. But it is hard, you know, as an immediate family member to watch someone that you love so dearly, that is so close to you, like just start to slowly fade away, and in some cases quickly fade away. I feel like for the past several years, I've lived life cautiously, just always going to Pop's house and soaking up every moment as if it was the last. And I thank God for the pictures, the videos, the screenshots of our text and video chats and etc., because those are some of the most amazing, like, best memories and moments of, you know, our time together. It's just those things that you never ever forget. And, you know, especially when it comes to grandparents, especially when their health is extremely fragile. And, you know, I miss Pop, and I cannot believe that it's already been over a year and a half since he's been gone. I have homecoming coming up, quickly approaching, like very soon, and to think that it's my absolute last and Pop is not here for it, it's just hard to think about, especially with me being like homecoming rep, and just he was my biggest cheerleader. But my siblings have been like my greatest support, and I really don't know what I would do without them. They didn't have to say much, you know, or know much about, you know, what today means to me, but just their presence is so comforting, and it calms me down whenever I feel like I'm shattered. If I'm ever struggling with anything, if someone asks me, you know, if they can do something for me, I will say, just be here, just be there. I don't care if we walk on the beach, ride in the car, go get ice cream or food, like just something that makes me not drown so deeply in my thoughts. I want to be honest and say that it's not always easy. Yes, I love my life. I love my school, my friends, my family, church, all that stuff. But Pop-Up and Mima are undeniably my missing pieces. And people only see so much of your struggle, but don't understand like the depth of how much it truly hurts. Life after loss is a 0 out of 10 experience. You think you're okay, but then it's those small things you remember and the things that are engraved in your mind, and it resurfaces and it hits you in the most inconvenient moments. And to all of the grieving grandchildren, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I understand everything. But yeah, that's been a heavy part of what's been on my mind today. But I am looking forward to the rest of the week to lift me up, because by the time this vlog is posted, my god siblings will have had their second baby, which is another boy. And so I'm excited for them, over the moon. They already are the most perfect family. So I already know they're going to do so good with 2 boys. So now I'm going to have 2 little angels to love on and spoil. So, but there's nothing that compares to the joy and excitement and, you know, just welcoming another new little one into the family and into the bunch. So I'm excited. I love you guys so much. We had a good, boring week. Yeah, it's been the most basic weekend recap. Like, it's been so boring. But we have exciting things coming up for the rest of this month and also November. So you don't want to miss it. Make sure you're here. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all next time.